seconds matter.
To white America, it is my great honor to address you from the Oval Office of the White House, where I am, against all common sense and decency, President again. How about that? Not a lot of people saw that coming. I wanted to address certain issues in a frank and transparent manner because so many people have been saying that what we've been doing in our tremendous and very strong, unprecedented second term is not transparent enough for people. And I wanted to address the people most responsible for me being in the White House again and give white Americans the absolute, total, and complete truth. It's truth. We got to give them truth. So sure, by the way, great site. First and foremost, I have no respect, nor do I have any knowledge of something that many people call the U.S. Constitution. I've never read a single word of it, and frankly, many of the ideas seem stupid to me. So when I would complain, and many of my supporters would echo my thoughts, no matter how empty and shallow, on the internet about Joe Biden being unconstitutional and lawless, I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. Basically, if somebody does something I don't like, I call it unconstitutional. I actually saw a woman not pick up the dog poop in front of Mar-a-Lago one day, and I called her unconstitutional. I really don't know what it means. I've never read a single word of the Constitution. I just know that it starts with all people are created equal, or some bullshit that Thomas Jefferson lied about because he was having sex with slaves. That's true. That is true. And we just learned that recently, and we hope that most of our supporters continue to ignore that fact. So I know nothing about the Constitution, so I often push it and possibly break it, but I really don't care, okay? That's first. Second thing is, I am not a Christian. That's just a fact. I mean, you can look at my life. I do not live like a Christian. I know nothing also about the Bible. If there's one thing I know less about than the Constitution, it's the Bible, okay? Now, I did have one of my pastors talk to me, and they told me things that I couldn't believe, and I said, is it, that I'm sort of God's chosen person? And I thought, I've always been lucky, but I don't know if I'm that lucky, but maybe I am not lucky. But the real truth social, is that I've never read a single word of the Bible, and I've had people tell me stories about Jesus, and if they're true, first of all, pretty incredible guy, but also pretty woke, pretty radical left, and sounds pretty Middle Eastern also. So the truth is, I don't know anything about the Bible, but what people have told me about Jesus, I don't like him. I don't like him. He sounds like a Muslim Bernie Sanders, to be honest. So I'm not a big fan of Jesus Christ. But we like being Christians because it's sort of powerful. So I like to embrace Christianity because of the power. Even though from what I'm told, Jesus was not about power, which is why he was sort of a weak leader and got, he didn't dodge his bullet. When he got shot on Easter, he didn't dodge his bullet. So how about that? Or Good Friday, whatever the hell day, you get, it doesn't matter. The point is, I can call myself a Christian and you guys will buy it. But here's the truth, okay? Just wanted you to have that background. I know nothing about this country's history. I just know that I want power. Now, if you look at my early moves, I'm lazy. I basically said to Elon Musk, you do it, and I'll sit here and sign papers. Now, I know you're very stupid if you follow me, if you support me. You're not smart. You're, frankly, either a horrible person or very stupid, or both. Sometimes, in movies, they always make the stupid people seem kind of nice, like Forrest Gump. Sometimes Forrest Gump is a piece of shit. You could be dumb and a bad person. And I thank many of my supporters for being at least one, if not both. Thank you. But nothing I've done so far is helping you. It's just making you realize that I'm attacking people you hate. And frankly, you hate a lot of the people you hate. because I've told you to hate them. I could tell some of my supporters, your mother's a real liberal piece of shit. And by the end of the week, they'd be snuffing her out with a pillow. So these are not smart or good people, a lot of them. But I love you. I love the fact that you support me. Thank you. Without you, I wouldn't have all this power and all this money. So thank you for buying my meme coins and my merch and all the other things. And by the way, this is a true story. I send out at least 8 texts to all my supporters to buy and donate, even though I can't run for office again. I'm told. I don't know the Constitution, but I'm told there's like a 2-term limit. But we'll see. We can probably push that. If you let me, I can just run for a 3rd term. That's all it takes, is you being gullible, being stupid, being nasty, and not caring about the Constitution. And then you can call it unconstitutional when they tell me I can't run. That's the beauty of the Trump system. But if you look at all the things I've been doing recently, none have made your life better. They've just made you gloat because the people I told you to hate are not happy. And frankly, that's a horrible way to run a country. But you know what? I'll be out of the office and in another country spending billions of dollars before you even realize that I made your lives worse. But I've done nothing to help you. Nothing. And I don't plan on helping, because frankly, many of my supporters are people I wouldn't be caught dead with. I think they're uncultured, they're ugly, they're stupid, they're very low class, okay? But they vote for me, so I pretend. I dance and I sing and I dance and I say, thank you so much, you're real Americans. But if you knew what I thought of you, you'd probably hate me more than the Democrats. But I think it's important now that we just realize that I am lazy. I know you're very low IQ. Excuse me, I'm still talking. Yes, it's me from the phone or the computer. Hello. It's not magic. I know many of you may think this is Trump magic. No, it's just called TV. It's called internet. But the issue that I think many of you have to realize is I'm lazy. You all talk about hard work and how I'm hard. No, what I do is I sit and I sign a bunch of documents for photo ops, and then I golf and I watch pornography the rest of the day. And I say slurs and I complain and I watch TV. I'm basically the world's most powerful couch potato. But I do like 30 seconds of photo ops for you, and you all go, oh, la, 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 la. He's so hardworking, I can't wait to defend my president. I am one of the least hardworking people on the planet, let alone in the presidency. But what I do is I hire somebody like Elon Musk, who's a deranged, sort of on the spectrum psychopath, but he actually does work hard. So he does lots of stuff. I'm like the Tasmanian devil. I scramble around for like 30 seconds, create a cloud of dust, and all my supporters go, wow, what a hard worker. But when you look, I've done nothing and I've gone nowhere. So thank you for being easily fooled. But the point is, your lives are going to get a lot harder. Now, of course, it's going to get harder for people like Haitians and Venezuelans and the poor and the LGBTQIA+. See, I actually know the letters. I pretend that it's all confusing and silly, but I just like you to hate them because it gives me another thing that I can feed to you, like a dog eating racist and hateful kibble. I pour it in the bowl. It doesn't matter how many times you've eaten the same meal of stupid hate. You just gobble it up, wagging your stupid white trash tails. Thank you. But I will just say this. I will say this. You will eventually hurt. And what will happen is you will hurt your 401k, if you even have one, will hurt. Your money will hurt. The grocery prices will be higher. The gas prices will be higher. And I'll be long gone. And you'll just blame the Democrat in office then who's trying to fix things. So I just wanted to say thank you for believing in me. Thank you for not reading anything other than what I ask you to read or what your friends and relatives read. Thank you for not thinking critically. Thank you for having enough hate in your heart that I can twist it and manipulate it so that you continue to vote and act and complain against people who actually would make your life better. So I thank you so much from the White House. I'm now going to grope and molest some flags so that you think I'm patriotic, even though nothing I do is patriotic other than, I sing with Lee Greenwood, okay, selling Trump Bibles. And if that's good enough for you, then it's good enough for me. So thank you very much. Continue to hate and be ignorant and to support Trump no matter what. Thank you, white America. Thank you so much. Good night.